Всем привет, с вами я Рока, сегодня будем продолжать играть Genshin Impact на PS5.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Когда-нибудь я продолжу играть в PlayStation 4 Доки-Доки. Все же надо. О, почти 56 ранг. Такие простые можно выполнить. Не, ну как я в прошлый раз умудрился сделать каким-то образом Dragon Strike, значит, ёпрст, а я же не взял.
Inazuma shines eternal. Transcend all constraints.
Молодец.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape. I'll catch up.
Так.
Send one.
А то ишь, что захотела Мона. О, Китсун почти дружит. Несмотря на то, что Китсун использовался чаще, чем Союз, Союз не сильно отстает. Да и Китсун у меня дольше в чайнике находилась.
frost. We're way behind schedule.
Опять с футуристами сражаться, да?
Next on the agenda.
Another problem. I will end you. That seemed to work. Almost. Some quiet. This is bad. I guess this is it.
Cooked.
Next on the agenda.
Disgusting.
Да, да,
Way
да.
behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
О, 55, нормально. О, 841 тысяча мора. Крутяк. Кстати, я прокачал меч Кицуны. Не помню, я показывал, нет. По-моему, и нет. Вот, я прокачал меч Кицуны. И все, по-моему. А, на это потом вечером сделаю.
Add Astro. Thank you for
Everyone, I've managed to find the old diagram.
Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell.
Whoa, that's pretty old.
At this point, we can only try our luck and see how we fare.
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can still see that some words have not... Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with.
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late. When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. But my grandfather was only scolded for being too foolhardy. Yesterday, The former family servant said that my great-grandfather even went to the Yashiro Commission to request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him, and sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, "If you can't find the secret within," my grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't... Looking back at it now, the argument between the two of them was...
Oh, I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young. But later in life, he no longer bothered with the forging arts. It appears that his failure took quite a toll on him.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, "If you can't find the secret within"? Did he...
Yes. The servant said that he personally heard those words. My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Yes, it appears that you understand. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, "Your skill"? But instead he said, "If you can't find the secret within."
Huh? So you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that...
Yes. The current evidence suggests that is highly likely.
I apologize, but would you all please accompany me to... After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last remaining estate, which contained all of my family. I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belongings. If I can find them, we might be able to get some clues.
All right.
Сколько нам там осталось? Да. 20 тысяч. В принципе, 200 заданий.
This is the headquarters of the Tenryou Commission.
Ой, какой 200? 100.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Kujo Sara. Perhaps...
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the...
Sara, we'd like to ask about the Kaedehara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has...
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings. I just want to...
I see. All right, I'll inform the police station. They'll take you into the warehouse.
Thank you, sir.
Kaedehara.
That's all in the past now, Kujo-Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own conviction. However, may I ask something of you?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. As a result, though, Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please.
All right. I understand. I'll be sure to take...
The defenses on the left side of the tower need to be strengthened.
I've already informed the police station. There'll be someone to take you into the warehouse. As for all the belongings left by the Kaedehara...
Бедный Казуха.
We're way behind schedule.
Каким образом это так положено?
I pray that today's safe as always, nothing
Ah, you must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already in...
У них телефонов нет, как они этим пользуются?
Ah, the Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered throughout in order to... However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require...
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building,
Yes, sounds like a plan.
There must be some around here. Do you see all these pots here? Some of them are bound to have liquor and...
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help.
I merely jest, of course. Come on.
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sara to... What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then what did Kazuha...
I know you are worried about Kazuha. But if you ask me, since Kazuha made such a request to Sara, that indicates he's already made his choice. Whether we find out the truth or not today, or whatever it turns out to be, he's... No, not intuition. Rather, I've lived for a long time now, so you could say I have some experience in reading people. Leave the things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
Oh, it's you. Unfortunately, I have yet to find...
Whoa! This folding screen looks...
Yes. Perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. However, I doubt it could be sold in its current condition.
Да вроде хорошая ширма.
I was taking a closer look just now and noticed a large piece of dirt caught in the fabric. The soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazuha's grandfather, because this is not what we're looking for now. Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message behind, I would
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty hard. What did you find, Shincho?
I found quite the pile of old... These books here are all related to smelting steel. And these are about the process of forging blades. This pile over here is all...
The books about plants and flowers must have belonged...
I skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth noting. I shall take a clook...
The agenda?
Oh, it's you. I'm currently
Oh, since the Kaedehara clan was a family of renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable, right?
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the swords placed here appear to be quite ordinary. Due to the dire financial situation of the late Kaedehara clan, everything of value has probably been... The blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt. Perhaps
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Kazuha. Wow, so it really was Kazuha's! Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find anything.
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at.
Дерево.
This flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was left behind by my great-grandfather.
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time. And even instructed my grandfather not... My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exactly as it was. But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have left it...
Now that you mention...
Yes.
We finally found something! discovered...
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's very...
You mean to say that these sheets have been written with special ink?
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's...
There is a pond outside the police station.
Well, how did it go?
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin to...
Oh? What does the letter say?
It is. I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time. Everyone?
Куда там пикать-то?
Next on the agenda.
Kaedehara, why did you lead us to this beach?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan, our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here, it reads, "To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. All those years ago, when I was pursuing the swordsmiths alongside Commissioner Kamisato of the Yashiro Commission,
С временем.
I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths.
It was night, and after the clues led us down to shore, I waited for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were no swordsmiths in sight. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently waiting for us. He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Goku. That person was of able body, and in the blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated. Commissioner Kamisato was severely wounded, and I barely escaped death myself. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara. Upon hearing my answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kunikuzushi." He then turned and left.
Это сказитель. Он нас сердце Бога забрал. Какой-то там предвестник Фатуев.
Wow. So that...
Yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped. However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather would be falsely accused of being involved with the perpetrator. So even on his deathbed, the master of the Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened. Because the perpetrator said he would destroy the Raiden Gokaden. My great-grandfather worried that the perpetrator would still return for vengeance. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the Ishin art. But as a father, It is my priority to... Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the secret behind the tampered diagram all those years ago, unfortunately, he failed to catch any of... Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here.
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams, and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not an ordinary enemy. I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly, and investigate the identity behind the one called Kunikuzushi.
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence. My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid. I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, there are also things we... Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me. That being said, if the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye. These are simply insights I've got. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind the...
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito.
Next on the agenda...
Today is the final stage of the Iridori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled. Let's take a stroll through the festival venue. Maybe we'll find everyone there.
Hello, traveler.
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Jaime wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be I will say that I'm most satisfied with this particular work. I even made a special trip to see someone in order to complete it. They gave me some very valuable suggestions. Is that so? Anyway.
Я хочу клип найти. А там наверняка будет и то.
Next on the agenda.
Нет, Казуха.
What are you doing here?
I came here to take in the sea breeze. Such a bustling atmosphere is never... I knew you. Thank you. But please, don't worry. Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through. Instead, all you would see were soldiers from the Kanjo Commission, guarding. But now, it's become a... Not only are foreigners coming to Inazuma again, but traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking up.
Yeah, Inazuma has already started to change, huh?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us, it might take a different amount of time for different people. And when they finally let go, they are...
Ладно.
Ah, greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
Yes, there were many things which required my attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Iridori Festival is proceeding smoothly. The Tri-Commission cooperated closely to...
Brother and I are very grateful for your help.
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along.
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to... So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he...
The ending in the original is not like that at all.
Текли.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you. Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event...
Shincho, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken. Though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, after all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from... Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please, remember to keep it a secret. Then, please accept my thanks in advance. I'll see you later at the unveiling...
Наверняка сейчас будет Венти, да? А не Клида. Я ж говорил... Венти, я и Мика.
Well, hello everyone.
Hey! What are you two doing together? Don't think we didn't see you two chatting up a storm just now. The moment we came over, you...
Is that so? I'm afraid...
We were merely discussing wine and food. I'm...
Speaking of good sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
Forget it. Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still... It's time for the portrait's unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the Five Castle Plaza.
Опа, рецепт. Здорово. Так я и сам могу это приготовить, я думаю.
If you're tired from
И нормально.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent... Today, we have ushered in the final stage, and now we will reveal the final portrait of the 5 Kasen.
Paimon has no idea what Albedo's portrait looks like.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1... Huh? What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background. I suppose Calx must have forgotten to include the... let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the...
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be... The 5 Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As time passed, I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi is the deep... Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, after all, the Iridori Festival is a place for everyone to express...
Yep, that's Albedo for ya. His super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval. Well, it seems that our adventures at the Iridori Festival have come to a close. Huh? What are you talking... Oh, right! We still have... Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon! Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the Right! Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the... Paimon gets it now. Let's go! We'll get to the...
А где Кли? Кстати, отойдите. Ты нас, Альбедо, не обманешь. Весьма вероятно из-за того, что... Так.
May knowledge...
У меня только 3 гидра.
I'll take care of it.
The one who left the stories of the 5 Kasen. I'm afraid you guessed wrong, Paimon. It wasn't me.
Huh? Really?
Because other than me, there's only one.
Ayato! You're the one, but don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your...
As it just so happens, one of the reasons I'm here today is to explain the details behind...
Paimon wants to...
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see, Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night.
Huh? Paimon knew it! This thing had me...
That's right. But using the story of the 5 Kasen to guide you to the... As for my roundabout approach... Well, yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink. The kind that would only... What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan. The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was... Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he... Of course... I could outright if he lacks the ability. Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message for a long time. I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You...
I figured you... I merely saw that this matter would be of value, and more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends who would be willing to protect them and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare, because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together, and you already know the answer deep down inside. The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuranushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well...
Я так и знал, что надо водичка.
Pretty late, so nobody else is around, so Ayato must have been telling us to splash.
Ты где водичку взяла?
It's the Balladeer!
Я ж говорил, сказитель.
He was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants. It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission. They had discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. I felt something unusual about that incident, so I told Kujo Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was...
You mean... he was...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after...
Why didn't you send someone to catch him?
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist. After he left Inazuma, I carefully checked the Kaedahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find. So, now, which part of Kaedahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected? I don't have an answer to this question at present. As for now, please, enjoy yourselves at the Irridori Festival.
А, задание не будет? Ну ладно. А теперь, когда плескаю в воду, он появляется. Опа. Я корону получил. А, здесь...
You know, according to the arrival schedule, there should be one last ship arriving in Rito today. But the Irridori Festival is coming to an end. Who would be showing up now?
Сейчас узнаем, Пайман. И ты.
Oh, it's almost time. Let's go to the harbor and take a look.
Какоми?
Traveler, Paimon, nice to see you again.
Wow! It's Kokomi and Goro! So the divine...
Yes, but we are not here representing... Things are quiet in Watatsumi Island at the moment, and I wanted to buy some book. Goro was not greatly interested in the Irridori festival, but he said if I was going to Rito, he would join me.
Her Excellency is traveling outside of Watatsumi Island and also meeting her pen pal today. As her general, it is my duty to ensure her...
Pen pal? Yes, we started corresponding. My pen pal and I share very similar tastes in light novels, and we always have a lot of interesting thoughts to share. Since we were both coming to the Irridori festival this time, we decided to take the opportunity to hold a book review.
Sounds pretty professional. Hey, since you both like novels, why don't you try writing one together? Who knows? Maybe you'll shake.
It's almost time. Goro and I must go.
Kokomi, Paimon's super curious about this pen pal of yours. Can Paimon come with you? Don't worry, Paimon will just watch from a distance and won't interrupt it.
Let me think.
Да по-любому это будет сейчас ей Мика.
This is the meeting spot.
Huh, there's no one else.
My. Who
Я же говорил.
Miko? Oh no, Paimon hadn't counted on running into Miko. She and Kokomi are on different sides, and they also believe in different gods.
Разных богов? Как можно верить в разных богов, если они все живые?
Lady Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine. No wonder. I was just wondering where that
If it isn't the leader of Watatsumi Island, who looks as soft as a jellyfish, but whose words sting like one too.
Uh-oh, this is getting out of control, fam.
Hello. Nice to meet you, fried tofu with all the frills.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, soul of the deep.
Роскошно жареный фу.
What's going on here? Miko is Kokomi's pen pal? No, it can't be. Look at them. Clearly they already knew each other. Does that mean...
Whatever are you talking about? I don't understand. I'm simply here for the book review session with Miss Soul of the Deep. Let's go. The venue for this meeting is in the Kanjo Commission headquarters up there. The view is excellent, making it a...
Who holds a book review in the Kanjo Commission? You seriously expect anyone... You're not here to talk about shaking up the Inazuma...
Watatsumi Island will soon hold formal talks with the shogunate on Inazuma's future development. It's essential to have an...
Right, especially with someone outside of the shogunate like myself, who is in a good position to test out where each party draws the lines. But this is just our first meeting. It's a little too early to announce it to the general.
Huh.
By the way, where is your general?
Huh. That's right. Where did Goro go?
Он же боится
Goro
ее.
went to buy some books for me. He won't be attending the book...
Oh, what a pity.
Traveler... I have been getting the sense that Goro does not like having to deal with good... I noticed he instinctively hid as soon as he saw her just now. However, Goro has a strong, so I would like to give him the task of, but Goro rarely buys anything. So...
Kokumi, you focus on the meeting with Miko. Leave the books to us and Goro.
Thank you. I made a list of the books I'd like to buy.
Это же в его миссии. Да, ты можешь посмотреть, не волнуйся.
Goro? Are you
Oh, it's you. I wasn't expecting you-know-who to show up. I came here to ensure the safety of Her Excellency, but now I'm useless.
Goro, don't be so hard on yourself. Actually, Kokumi asked...
Oh, Her Excellency's purchase list. Got it. This is how Her Excellency wants me to make up for my mistakes.
Goro, let us come with you. We can show you around.
Ah. There is a children's storybook on this list called Night at Mount Yogo. I think this is...
A children's storybook?
Yes, it's for the children of Watatsumi Island. Her Excellency says that this book is simply written, and... Hello, I'll take 5 copies of Night at Mount Yogo, please.
Thank you for your patronage. Wow, you're a lucky customer. There's a coupon in one of the books you just bought, which entitles you to a...
Wow, Goro got a free...
Here you go. A toy fox. It's all yours.
What? A toy fox?
Are you okay? The hair on your tail is standing on end.
Fine. Thanks for the gift. Could you maybe, look after the toy for me? Yes. As a thank you gift for coming with me to buy the books.
Seems like Goro still hasn't recovered from...
Okay, next up... it says on the list that Her Excellency had an editor called Onodera purchase the latest issue of A Legend...
Oh, we know him! We'll lead the...
Заказанные новеллы.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Onodera? I'm here to pick up the new issue of A Legend...
Hello there. Yes, I have the book right here. I heard Soul of the Deep is the VIP of the Irridori Festival, but couldn't make it here in time for the signing event due to the shipping schedule.
Oh, also, if you have these books available, please give me one of each.
All right. Oh my goodness. It's your lucky day today, sir. You are the 100th reader to buy the Saga of Hamavaran. That entitles you to receive a special edition version with a review personally written by Lady... Are you okay?
I'm fine. Her Soul of the Deep asked me to buy this book after all. I'm sure she'll be very happy to receive a special version with the chief editor's review.
Goro does not look like he's enjoying this at all. Hyman doesn't know if...
Oh, one other thing. Because of the amount of your purchase, you're able to enter the Yae Publishing House's lucky draw. Please come with me. Right this... Sir, please take your lucky draw whenever you are ready.
Just turn the handle and a prize ball will come out. Maybe today's your lucky day.
Come on, Goro.
Let me see. Oh, wow. Incredible. You got the golden book.
Goro, you're a lucky...
The grand prize is a full collection of each light novel published by Yae Publishing House. Not only is the prize awarded personally by Lady Yae, but you will also have the chance to shake hands and take a photo with her.
What? Not only do I have to meet her, but I have to shake her hand and take a...
What? This guy won the Yae Publishing House's grand prize? Wow!
An entire set of all their light novels. That's what...
Excuse me, ma'am. Could we...
Huh? You mean you...
Goro, don't give up your prize. If you don't want to see Miko, that's...
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not giving up the prize, and, I can cope with the ceremony and the... But I have a request. I would like to ask Yae Publishing House to change the prize from light novels to books on agricultural science of equivalent value.
Agricultural science?
Yes. The land in Watatsumi Island is quite barren and always yields a poor
подождите.
grain harvest. We've been looking for new ways to improve the residents' lives. One of her Soul of the Deep's core objectives for the Irridori Festival was to purchase some works on crop cultivation and if I can get these books as my prize instead, we can save a lot of money, and Soul of the Deep can buy some other useful resources too.
I see. I understand your request, but I don't have the authority to grant it. Lady Yai will have to have the final say. I will contact Lady Yai now. Please wait for our reply at the 5 Kasen Plaza.
Okay, understood.
Что ж, а на этом будем с вами заканчивать. С вами был я, Рока. Всем удачи и всем пока-пока-пока. Пока.